Hi, Aries. Welcome to your monthly forecast. I'm your master cosmologist and the head cheerleader to the stars. I feel like I am grabbing a tiger by its tail and reeling it in. Your message is coming in so hard and fast that I'm worried I'm going to miss it. So, flame lit, cheers to your native element. And let's just go into it. I channeled for all of the signs two concepts. One is called horticulture. I am going to put a copyright on this word. Invented it right here. Horticulture, where this month we're going to be tending the garden of our soul. We are going to be nurturing the landscape of our heart. The second concept coming through for May is mana. Mana for everyone. Mana for everyone. Free mana from the sky. It is declared. It is decreed. Meaning soul food. Meaning soul food. Now I'll come back around here, but I want to grab that tiger's tail and pull it in before I lose it. And I apologize for the weird blinking lights. I'm losing daylight in here, and I don't understand why the camera's doing that. Anyway, what I was getting, first of all, for you is Venus. Venus is going to start May out skydiving out of Pisces into your sign. The way I'm seeing this is a person jumping, taking a flying leap, and sprouting wings and skydiving into the territory of Aries. Venus and Neptune in your sign is so beautiful. This is an extreme makeover of the entire consciousness of Aries, where it's like a huge throat chakra block just bumped up into my throat. It's like, don't tell them. Don't tell them. We're not doing warriors in war anymore, but we're not. The consciousness of Aries is converting from the old world warrior to the new world Jedi, protector, defender. And I heard party animal. I like that. Yeah. There is this sense of when Venus crosses over Neptune at 1 degree of Aries, that means I am love. It is a little love lamb. It's a cuddly little fluffy lamb. No more ram, no more headbutt, no more take everybody out with your horns. It is a cute and cuddly fleecy. You guys can let your guard down. You guys don't have to be so upset and angry and in fight mode anymore. You can surrender. You can retire. You can put down the weapons. When Venus makes that cross of Neptune, imagine the glyph of Neptune as a pitchfork. Well, that pitchfork with Neptune in Pisces was coming for all the witches to burn them, and anybody that didn't fit into the old world's little box, didn't go to church and do the pay the penance and all of the little things that we were expected to do. If you didn't conform, well, then you were pitchfork fodder. And Neptune's like, here, let's trade pitchforks. Pitchforks are actually not meant to murder anybody. You don't barb them and skew them. Go turn the soil in the garden. Here you go. It's like farmer Aries conversion. Yeah. Just a completely different staff. That staff, that Neptune has carried as a trident, as a weapon, becomes a tool of good, as in a pitchfork that grows food that benefits the whole community. And there's no need to fight and squabble because everyone's picked up their pitchforks and are pitching in. Boom. Boom. That was a bomb going off. I dropped a bomb on you. We don't need to drop bombs on anybody anymore. Like, how barbaric. Stop it. And I know it's not Aries' fault. It's just people who don't truly get Aries nature that are hijacking it and using it for nefarious purposes. Oh, I should have taken this deck out before I hit record. It's not a good design. I'm going to be reading with 3 different decks. I've got the Goddess of Love Tarot, got the Oracle of Roses, and the Togetherness Quilt Oracle. I'm hearing to go with the Quilt Oracle first for you little lambs. 𝗲𝗵𝗀, 𝗲𝗵𝗀. I'm hearing 𝗲𝗵𝗀. That is from the movie that I cannot remember its name. What the heck is that? 𝗲𝗵𝗀. Come on, Aries. Tell me in the comments. I'm forgetting. It'll come to me. First message for Aries, May 2025. Ooh, we got 2. Tapestry of Memories and Whimsical Weave. The very first thing that I'm getting here is actually a dismantling of borders. Borders create wars. Imaginary lines create wars. Imaginary lines and impasses between people create conflict. There may be a need for you to erase a very hard line that you drew to protect yourself with reason, rightfully. Maybe you don't need that anymore. But this is coming through as a global message for humanity with Aries. What need do we have for war if we don't have any imaginary lines to cross or invade? With the Whimsical Weave card, it's showing to me more like these concentric circles. Is go back and watch my daily forecast for what's today, the 28th today. I actually talked in detail about this card, but to summarize it, I was talking about these community centers, these epicenters popping up around the world that are centered around a tree of life, a tree of wisdom. Typically a twin flame couple, a unit that has specific wisdom for each of these little epicenters all around the globe. And they root down in this location, and they send their star seeds out. They send their star codes out like dandelions, and they pass these fruits freely. It's not the old Eve ate the apple, which started the first conflict anyway, right? Between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. You ate the apple and you caused this. And ever since, oh, y'all, we just solved something together. Venus is clearing that Eve guilt when she goes over Neptune. It's like it was nobody's fault. It was just the way it was back then. And now we're doing something different, which is with the Whimsical Weave there, all of these little epicenters, they have an overlap, right? They have a connectivity, but it's not based on division. There's no imaginary border. There's no Berlin Wall. There's no Great Wall of China. There's nothing linear even or a barrier. These are biomes. It's based on the local flora, the weather, the atmosphere there, the climate. It's the climate. And it's interwoven, it's interconnected. I always draw it, if you can imagine, little bullseyes. Some are small, some are big. And just like these little circles here, they're all different sizes, and some of them overlap. Like they all overlap because it's a tapestry. It's a worldwide web. Wow, this is so up there, Aries. Hang in there with me. I'll drop it down local. I feel like you guys are going to take down the walls. You guys are going to help disarm and be peacekeepers and negotiators on the planet. And you're just starting up now in May, where we can be friends and neighbors. We don't have to fight. But it probably starts locally, like at home. That's one of the things I'm getting here is maybe your home life. Maybe you've had some old head-butting wars with a partner, a friend, your parents, your kids, something, somebody that you need to make peace with. And you know what? You're the perfect Zodiac member candidate to offer an olive branch because you guys have your Earth in Libra, which means you are the United Nations peacekeepers for real. You are the peace negotiators on the planet. I'm going to go with Oracle of the Roses next. What else wants to come out with these cards? Horticulture, you know? Everybody just wants to be loved. Everybody wants to belong. What more do we need to know to create more harmonious and peaceful homes, community centers, and planets? This horticulture is we're nurturing our garden, our home, and that devotion to the proper culture of our own biome, our own vessel, our own heart. That has an effect, it causes an effect. Rose card, please. All the Arians. The loner, interesting. You guys are the loners of the Zodiac. 9 is the number numerologically that rules your sign. 9 is the I am that I am. Aries consciousness is the self. It is being all alone, but you guys also have your Earth in Libra, which is you and your other half, you and that other person. So are you ever truly alone? Or are we all one? That's kind of the essential nature of Aries. I'm going to see what this card is actually about, because I have actually not pulled this particular card yet. So we'll look at it together. It's the red leaf rose. It is a wild rose. The loner is about going it alone because others may indeed drag you backwards with the weight of their unnecessary opinions or baggage. Whoa. Wow. All right. So what I'm getting here first is you will have to go alone. you will have to stand out. You will have to leave the village in order to create unity. You have to be the lone alpha wolf because the majority is not on the new. They don't actually understand yet these concepts that are just now converting over planetarily, planet-wide. You will have to strike it alone because those others will drag you down, and we need you at the forefront, in the lead, taking the steering wheel and steering us out of war. And that came through exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Like, we are not doing any WW 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever anymore. There's better uses for the energy of war on the planet, and that is healthy competition. That is sport. There's a whole host of concepts that war and competition is actually meant to be funneled into. You guys are the innovators. You guys are the leaders. You are the loners. But yes, maybe there's just not any truces that can come about at this time. But rather than go to war, rather than continue the fight, standing aside, being alone, being of the world, but not of the world. It's so interesting that it said it would indeed drag you backwards with the weight of their unnecessary opinions or baggage. You have Earth in Libra. You understand deeply what it's like to be weighted down and pulled back into old conflicts and old shenanigans with all that unnecessary baggage. There's something here potentially with you letting go of some of your baggage around conflict that could have a huge ramification. Ramification sounds negative. It would have a beneficial ripple effect in the entire collective. It says, you have got this, you can do this, and the outcome will be much better if you do progress alone. So whatever ideas that you have for some of this community, some of this weaving and peacekeeping, or even community building and connections, you're going to have to do it by yourself for a little while. It's essentially saying you're going to be the only monkey until that 100th monkey finally gets on your party train and joins in. And then you'll have the crew. Then the scales will tip towards the new agenda, the new ways. But until then, be brave. Stand up for what's right. Fight for what's right without fighting. Could you rid yourself of something or someone at the moment? Energy will be much easier to get flowing if you ditch the load. The loner is not lonely. They are confident in their own space and with their own ways, and yet they do develop small circles of people, which are firmly based on quality, interest, and common ground rather than quantity. With this small circles, what's going to happen is there's going to be a migratory shifting, maybe even where one Aries goes. I almost said sheeple. I don't think that's the right term we're going for here. But let's call them your sheeple. Your followers, your adopters might migrate with you because you have the keys, the key codes for just one of these little circles, you go there, the sheep will come. And it does feel like when all of the joiners get there, you'll create your own culture. And it won't conflict with anyone else because y'all are happy here. Y'all are happy here. Y'all are happy here. I live in South Carolina. I've adopted y'all. No shame in my y'all game. Because you guys all eat the same freaking mana. Y'all find the same satisfaction in the same region, doing the same kind of things. And you're happy little sheep. There's happy little sheep over here. There's a happy little herd of sheep over here. Y'all are sharing and caring. And yeah, you will go out on your own. You're going to strike out alone. And concentrically, you'll build your soul tribe. You'll develop a very small inner circle of trust. The circle of trust is very small. Come on. Put the movie in the comments. But it will be firmly based on quality, interest, and common ground rather than quantity. What we'll see happen is huge metropolises will break down and go into more tribal groups. The new era isn't going to be these countries with their sliced, diced, nonsensical portioning of the planet. It's going to just be much more organically woven together. Yeah, smaller and smaller. The question, what are you happy doing alone and have no need to share in order to feel content? This could be a big horticulture question for you. I'll read it again. It says, what are you happy doing alone and have no need to share in order to feel content? Meaning the horticulture for you might be about feeling okay alone, and then also how you feel best with others. That's always a diametrically opposed, polar opposite weighing in for the Aries. Am I better off alone? Am I better off with my crew? And when those situations feel like mana, like soul food, and when they actually feel like junk food, when they feel like there's no nutritional value, or when they feel sick, sickening, toxic, unhealthy, that's probably some of the gardening that you will experience in May. The key words are self-confidence, simplicity, calm, meditation, reflection. Those are some of your horticulture words. And key, how do I want to say this? Key themes of what constitutes mana for you. Now, you might come up with some of your own, different words, different values, but the quintessence has something to do with these words: self-confidence, simplicity, calm, meditation, reflection. Some of you might truly need to meditate so that you can pause and reflect before you Arian on us. Finding lots of calm, lots of peace. And then I love the self-confidence piece there. You don't need anybody else to hype you up, Aries. Self-confidence is some of your heart to culture work. Let's get a card. Ooh, whoever this is on the bottom. I saw you and you must come out. And another rose card just fell off. It's the Witch of Pentacles. Did I not tell you to put the pitchforks away? We're not poking anybody anymore. We're not skewing them. We're not spearing them. There's even a unicorn horn right next to her. The Witch of Pentacles. I've been using this deck 2 months and I still forget what's what in here because the author didn't use it consistently throughout the deck. It's confusing, essentially. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, since it's the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like what's even worth charging in and fighting for? That warrior, that knight, the fighter. What's worth it? What's not worth it? Is the cost, is the expenditure too great? What will it cost you to keep fighting? I'm also hearing the acronym WITCH, woman in total control of herself. Venus in your sign, by the time she exits Aries, will be a woman in total control of herself. That's what the pitchfork bearers were afraid of in the first place. That's a terrifying thing to the old boy network, to the old school, to the old world. A woman in total control of herself? Anyone in total control of themselves? What will we do if there's no controllers and handlers to make them obey? Such a scary concept to some, that you could be autonomous and still function in society, still contribute. All new ways of thinking. Mercury is in your sign as well. So we really are indeed coming up with new ways of thinking, brand new, like toddler, like a little toddler toddling through the sign of Aries. There's a suggestion of being wild, feral, free with this card. How can I claim the word witch? How can I claim the acronym witch? And if you're a masculine, just make it a Mitch. You can be a Mitch. And some of us can be bitches. If you have a sense of humor and you associate that with an alpha wolf, you can be a bitch. What do we got? We have the pioneer. I love it. You know, stepping out on your own, riding that horse, that unicorn into new territory, taking the lead, striking out on your own, really being that pioneer. That's a very high value energy for you during the month of April. What else? Woo! Seven of Pentacles and Maiden of Wands. The word charge is coming through over and over. was coming through with this card as well. Is the price, is the investment going to spark you? Is it going to enliven you? Is it lifening? Is it passion? Is it pleasure? Is it sexy? Is it fiery? If it's not worth it. You guys are the epitome of fire. You're the fire of the fire. I'm getting something here about when you're doing your horticulture. This is the Seven of Pentacles, which is essentially horticulture. It's long-term investments. It's nurturing and care to get a return on your investment. Are the things that you are putting your currency, your energy, your drive, money, is it worth it? Does it make you feel like the Maiden of Wands, like an Aries, like you're pure fire? Or do you feel flat? Do you feel lifeless? Do you feel no charge? Do you feel no spark? Are you not spunky? Are you not playful? Are you not youthful? You guys are the little babies of the zodiac, the eternal child. If your pilot light isn't burning eternal child, then you're doing life all wrong. You're not lifening. You're not lifing properly, Aries. We need you to be spunky, sparky, fiery, fierce, not in a fighter way, in a fire way. We need your fire blazing. And you might need to be alone to learn how to ignite your inner pilot light and create an inferno inside so that others don't dim that, they don't extinguish it, they don't rain on your parade. But once you figure that out, you're innovating and pioneering something very, very profound and precious, impactful, that will change the world. Boom. See how we wove that all together? Earth and Libra, weave, weaving, woven, ravel, sewers, uniters, unifiers. Blaze your heart. Blaze head first. No, blaze heart first. On into May. Come back and tell me how it went for you and leave comments below. Let me know how this reading was for you. Thank you for joining me, Aries, and I will see you in June. Bye.